Welcome inside South Campus here for girls section 4 quadruple A quarterfinal between the White Bear Lake Bears and the St. Paul Central Minutemen. Kind of a handful of a name there, but they come in as the number 6 seed. The White Bear Lake Bears hosting as the number 3 seed. Obviously led by Nevaeh Hughes getting introduced. You've got Lauren Eckerly coming up. Jordan Schmidtdeal getting a start today. Should be an entertaining game. For those of you wondering why we are not at boys hockey, well, we might have done this game anyway and done a co-broadcast, but we did not get permission from the high school league. However, there will be updates on Twitter from Zach Halverson and Chad Olson, who are at Aldrich Arena. So if you are wondering what is going on in the boys hockey world, stay tuned to Twitter as there will be plenty of updates. And we are moments away from tip-off alongside Andrew Kolb, Nick Shaughnessy. Did I botch it?
No, that's pretty good. You got it spot on, actually.
Let's go. And myself, Zach Chapman, here today for White Bear Lake girls basketball. Nick, new to the broadcast here. Good to have you.
First time on the mic.
And Kolb, nice to have you back. They'll be doing your typical, non-typical color commentating. I don't know. You never know what it's going to be full of. As Nevaeh Hughes set to tip off with Sylvia Murdoch-Meyer. Senior against senior, it's going to be Meyer winning the tip-off, and we are off and underway here from South Campus as a quick turnover taken away by Nevaeh Hughes. She'll drive nobody to contest until the lane, no whistle. Play continues. Addie Bachmeyer throws up a three, not able to get it to go down. Not much of a three-point shooter. As transitioning the other way, not getting something to go, was Ryan Witch. Nevaeh Hughes on the three, no good. And the Bears trying to get the offensive rebound. Unable to do so. It'll head the other way. Ball inbound. Eleanor Cortez up the court. They break the full court press. White Bear Lake has thought about the three. Instead, pulling back is Cortez. And Lauren Eckerly getting active early on the defensive side of things. Tipping that one out of play. Little one-arm pass all the way down low along the block and back out. And the Bears defense causing some early troubles here. And once again, we have a turnover. That's already number 2, I believe, on St. Paul Central. Playing that 2-3 down low. Annie Bachmeyer had another good shot from 3, decided against it, found Hughes who missed it. Back out to Eckerly, who is way more of a three-point shooter. That doesn't fall for her. Bears again the offensive rebound. Bears working on the offensive glass, and as they tried to feed Schmidtdeal down low, there'll be a chop at the arm and a foul. It'll be the first. And the Bears will inbound it out of bounds. Inbound to Eckerly, not able to get the three to go down. In and out it goes. The Minutemen will reset before the ball initially looked like it was taken away by Nevaeh Hughes, and as she tried to regain ground, Clara Brankenwich leaves it out of bounds. It's going to be such a hard name to pronounce throughout the whole night. Eckerly deep 3, leaves it short. 0 for 2 from beyond the arc for her. Swinging it on over. Great ball movement here from the Bears is Nevaeh Hughes. Along the corner, back up top. Bears continuing to work the ball. 3 is good for Lauren Eckerly on her 3rd attempt. Finally, somebody breaks the scoring at the 15:30 mark. It's 3-0 White Bear Lake. Lauren Eckerly gets that one to fall, as well as a steal. Now she's got a breakaway transition. Easy layup coming, and gets it to go down. In the first 5 points from the Bears under Lauren Eckerly's name. Cordes in the corner, thought about the 3. Pulls up. Back and forth she goes. St. Paul Central looking for some shot. It's finally going to be Cordes pulling up. Mid-range in the corner, doesn't fall. And Nevaeh Hughes transitioning the other way, decides to back out of it. Abby O'Brien thought about pulling up. Contested 3, very odd look for Nevaeh Hughes, not able to foul. Now Eckerly straight on, she's wide open. And that is automatic change for Lauren Eckerly, who now has 8 points. 8-0 White Bear Lake, all for Lauren Eckerly, who has been active on both sides of the court here in this quarterfinal game. Bears once again the 3 seed, the Minutemen the 6 seed as on your screen. As St. Paul Central able to retain possession after almost losing it. Mid-range pull-up, no good. Wide open look for Eleanor Cordes. Leaves it short. Bears transition the other way. Schmidt-Deal. Cross-court pass over to O'Brien, drilling the 3. And that will force the first timeout from St. Paul Central. An 11-0 start here for White Bear Lake. Great to see the Bears off and running. And they're doing just that, led by senior captain Lauren Eckerly. And then to join her is Abby O'Brien, draining her first shot of the night. Great start for White Bear Lake. Thoughts, Nick, so far?
St. Paul can't buy a bucket right now, and White Bear's taking advantage, winning some early shots, open shots.
Andrew Kolb,
anything to add?
I think White Bear needs to keep forcing turnovers on defense, and that'll win them the game.
Couple subs check in for both sides, and as play resumes. Eleanor Cordes being worked hard by Addie Post, who is arguably the best defender, or at least when it comes to pressing someone. You've seen her force many turnovers down low throughout the season. She's been aggressive. She doesn't play nice as Cordes swings it over to Ronnie Rosti. Now driving down low, getting a shot up, leaving it without any piece of the rim. Anna Reinkiewicz not able to get her shot to go down, and then a wild layup from Lauren Eckerly, just heaved it up, prayed it go down, and it did. Wild layup for Lauren Eckerly, who has already found double digits. And we are not even a full 6 minutes into this one as the first basket will finally go down for St. Paul Central. Great look as Anna Reinkiewicz cutting down low. Gets the left-handed layup to go, and Eckerly from downtown in and out. Looking for yet another 3. Her 3rd of the night. Kicks back out to Ava Post, who was looking for her sister and just had a little too much height on it. Out of bounds it goes. And the Minutemen will catch a break, create the turnover, and have a chance to continue to try to dig themselves out of an early hole that they have found themselves in. Straight on three. Way off the mark, Eva Blum. Ball in the hands of the other number 5. Addie Post. Over to Barber. Lauren Eckerly thought about it, draws a double team, quickly swings it on over. St. Paul Central being aggressive now atop the key, not giving any three-point look, and as Addie Post tried to drive down low, she is caught with taking a step before putting the ball on the floor. And we have a travel against White Bear Lake and another turnover. 13-2 the score. 11:15 to go here in first half action at South Campus. Brought to you by the Pots Complete Car Care and Accessories scoreboard. As the shot won't fall again for Blum, looking for her second three-point shot to fall. Instead, grazes the rim and trickles out of bounds. White Bear Lake takes over. Heidi Barber to Hughes, down to Adebisi. And as she tried to kick out to Barber, it's deflected out of bounds by Reichenwich.
White Bears doing a really nice job right away of passing out of this 2-3 zone. Their constant ball movement is going to help them out.
Addie Post looking for Blessing Adebisi. It's picked off by Reichenwich, and she quickly transitioned the other way. Bears able to get back, though, as Abby O'Brien forces a turnover. Nevaeh Hughes into the corner for Post. Post launching a three over everything. And almost like a pass to Anna Reichenwich, who will just walk it up the court. Bears themselves will transition into a 2-3 zone, which for some odd reason, it is now working better for St. Paul Central. Maybe that's the look they've seen throughout most of the year. They get their second basket to fall, now 13-4. Nevaeh Hughes contested straight on three, and White Bear Lake starting to have struggles offensively. Eckerly, Schmidtdale, and Bachmeyer all getting ready to check back in as yet another basket for St. Paul Central. Back-to-back buckets, and the lead is now 7. Minutemen clawing back into this one as Addie Post now over to Heidi Barber, launches a three. That's no good, and the Minutemen defensively has found something as Adebisi had the rebound, tried to go back up with it, leaves it short under the rim, and a whistle is blown. And the team in white will have possession as Blessing Adebisi is whistled for her first. Cordes driving from side to side, finally looks down low to Rosti, throws up a shot, in and out it goes. Unlucky for her, rebounded Nevaeh Hughes. She drives down low, and she will also draw a whistle. Foul called on number 4, Sylvia Murdoch-Meyer. That's her first, team second. Nevaeh Hughes, nothing but perfect on the first free throw. Hasn't been too bad from the line throughout most of the year. Not able to get the second one to fall, however. Bachmeyer able to get her hands on it. Rebound out. Now Abby O'Brien will heave up a three. It leaves it short. Rebound to St. Paul Central. Ronnie Rosti grabbing a board for her squad. St. Paul Central, they've been able to start clicking offensively. Back-to-back possessions for them. They've gotten points. White Bear Lake added another point at the free throw line from Nevaeh Hughes as the pass couldn't be handled properly initially by Rosti, able to recover. Now a wild shot up. It's thrown up. I think it would have been a 3 either way. Rankiewicz, it's no good. Bears to Eckerly, drives into the paint and gets a mid-range shot to go down. Just outside of the restricted area. And it's now a 10-point lead once again for White Bear Lake, 16-6 with under 8 to go on the Pods Complete Car Care and Accessory scoreboard. Pass way off the mark is Heidi Barber, as well as Irma Ramirez getting ready to check in as Eckerly. Yet another 3-2 strong rebound to Jordan Schmidtdeal. Bachmeyer to O'Brien, who will get her second 3 to go down. And O'Brien and Eckerly from downtown have been outstanding, as Eckerly reading the inbound pass and then spinning, banking another shot in. And holy moly, Lauren Eckerly, I lost track of the score for the amount of points she has, but she has been absolutely outstanding. Bears back into their rhythm, and St. Paul Central looking to get an answer. That won't do it. It was a good look, but Sophia Thompson not able to convert. O'Brien down low, kicking back out, and the Bears will reset. Bears working around the perimeter, find Eckerly. She heaves up another 3. Not able to get that 3 to fall. Rebound being fought for by both squads before batted out of bounds against White Bear Lake. Cordes walking it up the court. Kicking it back out, now driving down low and taking away Cabby Bachmeyer with the steal. She just recently gets put in the game and gets a quick steal put to her name as Ramirez driving down low. Quick floater shot off the front of the rim. Rebound to Schmidtdeal. Bears will have another crack at this. Irma Ramirez, same shot, same location this time. Not as much traffic, drains the floater. And 23-6 again, and another timeout being called by the Minutemen. That'll be their second timeout. They'll be left with 3, trying to find any kind of answers, as they had a little flow going for a very brief time. White Bear Lake, they've answered, and they are 3 points away from now being a 20-point advantage.
Bears are causing a lot of turnovers right away. That's getting them going. As soon as they're running in transition, they're making all their baskets. And that full court press is really working for the Bears so far.
Yes, it has. Bears defensively, they've been swarming. They forced the turnovers needed. You saw on the inbound at one point, Lauren Eckerly reading it very easily. St. Paul Central just doesn't look like they have as much speed and quickness to their game as White Bear Lake does. We shall see, though. Under 6 to go as the ball swatted out of bounds by Eckerly. Rankiewicz down low, trying to save the ball as she was falling to the court. Instead, gives it to Barber. Heidi Barber over to Lauren Eckerly. We'll reset things. Irma Ramirez from downtown leaves it short. Ramirez wearing that brace along her left knee. Don't exactly know if she had any injury or what kind. Wonder how much that affects her shot as the Minutemen being led by Northrop Keel. Over to Thompson. Great defense here from the Bears. Back to man-on-man after the 2-3 zone didn't really work out for them. Man-to-man has been causing St. Paul Central some troubles, and they were finally able to get past Blessing out of BC. But Northrop Keel leaves it short. Cami Backmeyer down low. Finding Blessing out of BC, threw up a couple shots, leaves it short. And the ball just rolls out of bounds. It's gonna stay White Bear Lake ball. Inbound to Ava Post, working from right to left, hands it over to Bachmeyer. And Bears will reset up top with Post. Schmidtdeal driving, drew a double team, heaved up a shot anyway, didn't get it to go. Rebound to Blessing out of BC, kick on out, wide open three. Ava Post with her first basket and points of the night. 20-point lead for White Bear Lake, now 26-6 with 4 minutes to go in half number one. Great look down low is coming off the screen. Anna Reinkenwich gets another basket. Bachmeyer's pass intended for Anna BC, intercepted. Norwich Keel looking for Reinkenwich. And it's deflected out of play. It'll stay on this side of the floor. Turnover for St. Paul Central. Murdoch Meyer looking to get it to Blum. Instead, it's through her hands. Maybe wasn't expecting it. So it looked like she was going to go up and around. Self-inflicted wounds have not helped the Minutemen as Post leaves a three short. Adebisi back on out to Post. Driving and kicking out Schmidtdale now. Getting a layup, almost had it, leaves it short. Looked like it would go down, instead it won't, as Reinkenwich, wild floater for her, deflected out of bounds as she tried to get her own rebound, and White Bear Lake will take over.
It's almost not mattering who takes the first White Bear shot. They're getting an offensive rebound every single time they go down the floor.
Post, over to Post. Down low, Elizabeth Wallach, great cut and leaves it short. She did everything right except put it through. Disappointing for her as she gets some playing time here in this Section 4 Quadruple A quarterfinal. Bears in full control as the Minutemen swinging around the perimeter, trying to get something to finish on a positive note here in the first half, and that's not going to do it, as a steal by Jordan Schmidtdeal. Ava Post, or excuse me, that's Addie Post, the younger sister, driving from right to left. She likes to do that a lot and gets her layup to fall. Back to a 20-point lead. No-look pass from Reinkenwich over to Rosti. Ava Post quickly closes in, though. Pass down low from Reinkenwich, looking for Rosti. Not able to connect. Clear frustration for both sides. But it's just look throughout. White Bear Lake, offensively and defensively, they've been shuffling their feet more. Passes are quicker. As Lauren Eckerly driving, looking for the layup to go down, takes some friendly bounces and gets it to fall. Blum. Back out to Rajkovic, down low, finally connecting with Ronnie Rosti. They've been trying to do that these past few times. Finally is able to bank a shot home. Addie Post over to Nevaeh Hughes. Leaves the layup a little too high off the glass. Rebound to Blum. Rajkovic thought about the three, instead decides to drive down low, but it's taken away as the pass to Freyberg. Stripped from Schmidtdeal. Eckerly. A three, no good. Schmidtdeal, put back, no good. Nevaeh Hughes gets in there. That's too strong. And then Freyberg trying to get the ball back. Can hold on, and White Bear Lake is going to get their fourth attempt on this trip. Eckerly open on the three off the inbound. No good. Rajkovic takes a three, leaves it short. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the people in white. 7.1 seconds to go. Plenty of time to create something and drop a shot, get some type of momentum as they are down by 20. St. Paul Central inbound looking for Rajkovic, not able to do so. Addie Post. Passing it to Eckerly, mid-range shot, buzzer beater. No. Would have been an exclamation point to a wonderful first half from White Bear Lake. All over the boards. Their shots, for the most part, have been going down, but what's been really impressive thus far, defensive end, they've been getting it done, leaving St. Paul Central to 10 points. Bears putting up 30 of their own, and that is how the first 18 minutes end. Nick, thoughts from the first half?
I don't know what the Bears will be doing without Lauren Eckerly at this point. She has been dominating this first quarter, and she doesn't seem like she's going to slow down.
Andrew?
I think they need to come out with the same energy in the second half. It's been very beneficial to them.
Well, stay tuned. Set a timer for around 8.5, 9 minutes. We will return for second half action here at South Campus. Once again, I will put it in the chat, but once again, for those of you wondering about hockey, we did not get permission from the State High School League, so that is why we are not broadcasting the hockey game tonight. We are sending out tweets and whatnot through our Twitter. Zach Halverson and Chad Olson, they are there keeping updates and whatnot, but as far as broadcasts go, we do not have anything lined up for boys hockey for tonight or Friday night if they do advance, sadly. But stay tuned to Twitter for that. We'll check them out ourselves. Stay tuned here on The Horn.
I'm Will Anderson. Graduated from White Bear Lake High School in 1991. Played hockey for the Bears for 3 years. I was lucky enough to go to the state tournament my sophomore and junior year. My thing in American Family is I believe that customer service is a lost art form. You can buy insurance from a number of different people and a number of different ways out there. If you're buying insurance online and you don't have a representative, I'd love to be that person. One of the things that makes us a little bit different is we always insure people the way we would want to be insured. So I start out with a very robust insurance package. I believe that your home is your number one asset. So you want to make sure that's very well protected. Most people would rather pay a little bit more to have great coverage. And that's what we do. We give people the options for great protection. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, but you can call us, text us at 612-361-7283. That's my cell phone, 612-361-7283, or willandersonagency.com. I'm Will Anderson. Graduated from White Bear Lake High School in 1991. Played hockey for the Bears for 3 years. I was lucky enough to go to the state tournament my sophomore and junior year. My thing at American Family is I believe that customer service is a lost art form. You can buy insurance from a number of different people and a number of different ways out there. If you're buying insurance online and you don't have a representative, I'd love to be that person. One of the things that makes us a little bit different is we always insure people the way we would want to be insured. So I start out with a very robust insurance package. I believe that your home is your number one asset. So you want to make sure that's very well protected. Most people would rather pay a little bit more to have great coverage. And that's what we do. We give people the options for great protection. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, but you can call us, text us at 612-361-7283. That's my cell phone, 612-361-7283, or willandersonagency.com. I'm Will Anderson. Graduated from White Bear Lake High School in 1991. Played hockey for the Bears for 3 years. I was lucky enough to go to the state tournament my sophomore and junior year. My thing at American Family is I believe that customer service is a lost art form. You can buy insurance from a number of different people and a number of different ways out there. If you're buying insurance online and you don't have a representative, I'd love to be that person. One of the things that makes us a little bit different is we always insure people the way we would want to be insured. So I start out with a very robust insurance package. I believe that your home is your number one asset. So you want to make sure that's very well protected. Most people would rather pay a little bit more to have great coverage. And that's what we do. We give people the options for great protection. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, but you can call us, text us at 612-361-7283. That's my cell phone, 612-361-7283, or willandersonagency.com.
Welcome back inside South Campus. At the top of the bleachers, we've got Nick, Andrew, and myself, Zach Chapman, here for second half action. And Blake Millington, I could not agree with you more with Darn State. If I could like that comment, if you can find a way to like that comment, I don't know, don't pin it, but I don't know. That's the comment of the night, I guess. As we get things set underway, Bears looking to put their mark into the section semifinals where boys hockey are right now. That game, by the way, just has begun as well, so stay tuned to our Twitter as well. If you want a multiple night of White Bear Lake athletics, tonight's your night. As Lauren Eckerly drives down low, throws up a shot. Around the rim it goes, and no good. Schmidthiel able to get the rebound, looking for Hughes, and instead just able to keep possession as that one tipped out of bounds by the Minutemen. Still in that 2-3 zone, which has been deadly for three-point shooters like Lauren Eckerly right there. Abby O'Brien, a couple threes of her own tonight as well. It's been kind of the dagger for St. Paul Central as well, along with them just having the utmost struggles on their offensive possessions. And we'll see if they can get things going, but that's not the way you want to come out of the locker room, giving up a three right again to Lauren Eckerly, how the game started as well. Lauren Eckerly had the first 8 points of tonight's game. As the first minute gone by, Addie Bachmeyer back over to Eckerly, looking to get yet another one to fall. She has to have at least 4 or 5 by now. As she tried to get the steal pass intended for Eleanor Cordes.
Both ends of the floor. Eckerly is the name that you keep saying.
Yeah. Not a bad thing at all. Playing in her last section quarterfinal. She'll be off at St. Cloud State next year for soccer, different sport. But she is very much an athlete, as Schmidthiel will find her going down the court. Look at that spin. I don't even think she knows how that went in. Tonight is her night. The ball, the touch, everything. Lauren Eckerly has dominated. And by the end of the night is, going to be the unanimous MVP. If we had an MVP award, she's going to win it as she transitions the other way, has Abby O'Brien, decides to take it herself, and look at her. Muscles it past Eva Bloom. Timeout. Wow. And Lauren Eckerly is going to get a timeout, as I believe that's her 1,000th career point here for White Bear Lake. Coach Post quickly with the timeout, a couple signs, and I believe that's 1,000. Yeah. Congratulations, Lauren Eckerly, and it makes sense why the scores have been coming tonight. There's the ball she'll be able to keep, bring it up into the stands. We'll hand it on over. I don't think I've ever seen such an emotional in-game thing like this. It's cool, really cool. Lauren Eckerly, 1,000 points for White Bear Lake, coming off of that layup. I don't know if she's at 1,001 or 1,000. I wish I knew.
That's a good question.
I did not know that was part of the game plan. Definitely in the back of her mind with the amount she's been shooting tonight. And she hasn't even been shooting bad. That's the other thing, too. She has been terrific. She'll take a seat as well, let it sink in as play back to resuming just 2 minutes into this one. And Lauren Eckerly over 1,000 career points now for White Bear Lake as a double dribble called against the Minutemen. That'll be yet another turnover. They have yet to figure it out.
Definitely seems as if the game plan tonight has been to get Lauren her 1,001 points over here.
Nevaeh Hughes going up will draw the foul. It's been the offense running around Eckerly. I mean, you can't put much else behind it. She's been launching the threes. She's drive to the basket. She's cut. She's got some good mid-range shots to fall. Nevaeh Hughes will go perfect on this trip. She's 3 for 4 at the line. And that last foul went against Clarice Freeberg. That is her second. I think it's Clarcy. If I pronounce it wrong, I am so sorry, as we are going to have great pressure from Abby O'Brien. Play out of bounds. Blum stepping on the end line. Ava Post will recheck back in for the Bears. Addie Backmeyer will take a breather, take a seat, grab some water. As Abby Post, she had a wide open lane to the middle of the court, finds her sister, and the sisters connect. Ava Post, her second 3 of the night. 42-10 here in favor of White Bear Lake as they are cruising. And one is looking more and more like it'll be the Bears in the semis. If they do advance, I believe Eastridge is the number 2 seed. Stillwater got the bye, number 1 seed. They're automatically in the semifinals. The Bears will either be on the road next week, or maybe it's this week. I think it might be Friday, the semifinals. Or they will host if Eastridge goes down, as Schmidtdale goes down hard. Coming in was Rankinwich. I think the ball was already thrown out of bounds. I don't think they're going to call a foul, but hard tumble nonetheless. Addie Post over to Ramirez, looking to get her 3rd attempt to fall. She's 0 for 3 now, as it won't. Driving the other way, Blessing Adebisi comes up from behind, swats it out of bounds. Anna Rankinwich, nothing but frustration for her. Pulling up and missing the shot, Eleanor Cordes. Minutemen still without a point so far here in half number 2, as Blessing Adebisi just throws that up and away. Down low they go. Back up top. Rankinwich trying to work on Heidi Barber, drives, can't get the layup to go. Rebound out to Ava Post. Irma Ramirez from the corner, driving down low. It's blocked. Rosti getting a piece of that is Blum now. 3 in the corner, that won't fall for her. And rebound to Adebisi. Ava Post driving, kicking out to her sister. She'll drive down low, looking for Heidi Barber. Barber not ready for the pass. And into the hands of Rankinwich it goes.
I think that's the 3rd turnover in a row for the Bears.
Been active defensively, number 4 almost coming, as Court is just able to save it. St. Paul Central running out of time, even though we still got 12 minutes to go. They are down by quite a margin. Shot goes up. Addie Post getting the block. Cordes tried to eve one up. Post got a piece of it as Ava Post looking to get another 3 to go. Gets in, draws a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of St. Paul Central. They will keep the ball, but that does it for the possession arrow for them. 32-point advantage for White Bear Lake with 12 minutes to go here on the Pods Complete Car Care and Accessories scoreboard. Thank you to Pods as well as Will Anderson and everybody over at American Family Insurance for sponsoring us throughout all this time. As what a wild layup. I thought it might go down the way it hit the backboard. Rankinwich trying to do anything creative to get points on the board. Yes, the Bears have kept St. Paul Central without any points here in the second half. And that's not before Anna Summerhouse coming into the game, draining a 3. And we are already getting players not typically seeing action, JV-type players getting playing action tonight. Coach Post letting him get some experience as White Bear Lake continuing to run away with this one. Cami Bachmeyer will bring it up the floor. Screen from Summerhouse, who will get the ball, and holy moly. 3-point range for Summerhouse. She's 2 for 2 beyond the arc. We've seen her drain that in JV games when we've been setting up. Coach Post, there's something to analyze.
I think she's saying she's ready.
I think so too. Driving and finally scoring for the Minutemen, Eleanor Cordes. Congratulations to the Minutemen. 7.5 minutes until their first bucket. It's been a tough night for them. Trying to fight however they can. Trying to find some positive, as more than likely with 10 minutes left, this will be the end of their season. Cordes looking for Murdoch Meyer in the corner. Instead, it's Strip. Driving the other way and leaving the layup short was Becca Smith. Cordes 3, no good. Now a 2-on-1 brewing. Wallach and Smith. Smith faking the shot, then going in, leaves her mid-range short, then goes for a layup and can't convert on that. Rankinwich driving. Hit on the arm. She'll head to the line for 2. We have not had many fouls here tonight whatsoever.
Bears have been so open, they haven't had a chance to.
Cami Bachmeyer's whistled for her first. That's the Bears' first team foul of the half. The Minutemen also only have 1 foul in the half, and I believe in the first half there was only roughly 3, maybe 4 fouls combined. A pretty clean game nonetheless. Rankinwich, getting that free throw to fall as well as her first. She goes perfect. Bachmeyer over to Summerhouse. She has this range too strong. First miss for her. Rebound gathered by Anna Bosman. And Summerhouse, she thought about it too. Instead, we'll let play resume. Bears sharing it around now. Summerhouse again. That time again too strong. Has the range for it. Pretty exciting to see. As everybody on the floor right now, usually JV players, with the exception of maybe Cami Bachmeyer, but she doesn't seem much varsity to begin with. maybe the last time they'll play. Maybe the last blowout of the season is driving Bosman. Gathering up a foul for the night. Takes a blocking, takes a spill. Her shoe looks like came undone. Northrop Kiel double dribbles with it. 8:40 to go. Who knows if the starters will ever come back in for White Bear Lake. As Cami Bachmeyer from left to right swatted away, gathered and saved by Murdoch Meyer. Bears quickly transition, get back on defense. Turnover for White Bear Lake. It's Elizabeth Wallach breaking and getting back in time. Ava Blom. Add a block to her score chart with exactly 8 minutes to go. Bears do not have enough points yet for running clock. 48-14 the score. 34-point lead. Bears would need 6 more points and make that 4 more as Summerhouse drains the floater. 40-point lead or greater. Clock will run for the rest of the evening. Offensive rebound to the Minutemen, keeping the possession alive, but as they fight for the ball down low, it's Summerhouse as well as Kushi Makta getting in there and drawing the jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Bears. Summerhouse. Now over to the newly checked in McCabe. Summerhouse again. Third 3 of the evening. 53-14 and the Bears 1 point away from running clock. 39-point lead.
She didn't think twice about that one.
You have your shooting guard there as the Minutemen getting a few opportunities, not able to convert. Wallach and Bosman will check back in. Summerhouse checking out along with Becca Smith. Shot blocked. Eveline McCabe drawing the block, and St. Paul Central fighting for the rebound. Gets tangled up, and I believe a jump ball is called. Possession arrow to the Minutemen. They'll drive down low. They're playing with passion. Playing in their final 6 minutes of the season. Bears getting playing time they wouldn't normally see as a shot up, and it goes down. Sophia Thompson getting a shot to fall, and it's great to see the Minutemen just having fun at the conclusion of their season. It's been a rough night all the way through as Wallach over to McCabe. Leaves her 3 just a little short. Working down low, throwing a shot up, leaving it short. Ronnie Rosti, who's been busy, and when I mean busy, she gets the offensive rebound. Keeps the possession alive. Blum turning around, spinning off the glass. It falls for her. Great look for her as we are down to 5 minutes left in the section quadruple A quarterfinal. Right to left, or left to right. I lost my direction. There's another newly checked in. Julia Albin missing the layup. Bozeman puts it back up. Draws a foul. 2 free throws for her. Leaves it short. Summerhouse and Smith checking back in. Albline and Bakta will check on out. And I wonder if there's a rule where if you get to a certain time limit with a certain lead change or a certain lead, that clock will run. As we are down to a running clock, it looks like, for more than likely the rest of the night. Bears starters will probably also just sit on out as the shot goes down for Ava Blum. Back-to-back buckets for her. 54-20 with 3:45 to go as Anna Summerhouse driving. Gets hit on the arm. They're going to say the foul is going to be on the floor. Interesting call.
She's hit that three so many times, they have to respect it. That's where they got to jump.
Bakta over to Summerhouse. Leaves the three short. Maybe Nick was about ready to call something there. Blum couldn't catch the pass cleanly, creates a turnover. It's Bakta trying to go 1-on-2. Instead, coming in to help was Smith, and instead her shot swatted away by Murdoch Meyer. Throwing a shot up, Maggie Mayock. Her floater no good as she checks in under 3 to go. Summerhouse thought about the three. Had one of her own players in front, and instead it will work out as Anna Bosman down low along the right block gets the lay-in to go. Eleanor Cordes, wild layup, almost went in. Instead, too strong off the glass. Bozeman, will she get a three to follow? It looked like it had the bounce. Instead, it bounces to the floor. Cordes, too strong. Bozeman, not able to gather the rebound. Murdoch Meyer with the offensive rebound as we're under 2 to play here from South Campus. Taking away Elizabeth Wallach. She's looking to beat Blum. Can't get it. The presence of Blum too much. Cordes racing the other way. Goes through and split. Maybe drew a foul, but no whistle coming. Smith driving. Gets by. And she converts. And we will have a timeout for subs. Or maybe they'll just make the subs. I don't know if it was an official timeout or not.
The time did stop.
Yeah, the time did stop. Looks like the timeouts didn't change. Guess the refs just gave them a free substitution. Interesting. Shot up, and Mayock getting her first points of the night. The Minutemen fans and parents applauding. Anna Summerhouse getting by, floater, in and out. 45 seconds to go from South Campus, maybe a possession or two left. As Mayock's pass the other direction. Well, that Sophia Thompson was going, miscommunication. Bears will inbound. Summerhouse will heave up another three and get another three to fall. I've lost track. Is that number 4 or number 5?
I believe that's number 4.
4 threes for her. 61 total points for the Bears is down low. Murdoch Meyer, her final points more than likely of the season, and the Bears will just dribble it out. And it is official, a great game for White Bear Lake. They will advance to the Section 4 Quadruple A semifinal. That I believe is this Friday. Not totally for sure, but nonetheless a 61-24 victory for White Bear Lake. Clean game all the way through. I believe we only had like 8 or 9 team fouls total. I don't remember the last time I've gone to a basketball game like that. Yeah. So that's interesting. But great game. Quick game too. Hour and 5 minutes long. We got time to go to Eldritch Arena, boys. Let's hurry up and pack things up. I'm just kidding. But anyway, it's been a great season here from South Campus. Thank you to everybody that's tuned in. Thank you especially to Pods and American Family Insurance, specifically Will Anderson, for sponsoring us, helping us improve our equipment. We've got this new nice soundboard that's been really helpful. New tripod, which beyond amazing. We've got new headsets. Maybe a camera's the next thing. Maybe a Mac 2 for Nick and Jake and the future of the Horn. Who knows what the direction's going, but thank you again for the sponsorships. And that'll wrap things up. This will conclude our girls basketball coverage for the season. As much as we would love to travel everywhere to cover White Bear Lake girls basketball and the rest of their athletics, since they will more than likely be on the road, we will not. And also just a ginormous fee, time commitment, and I think we got boys basketball too that we're going to be covering here from South Campus. And that is that. Well, final thoughts. We'll start with Nick. We'll end with Andrew. And we'll close out things on out.
White Bear played a really good game today. They created a lot of turnovers, hit a lot of threes, something you don't expect when you're coming into these games. If they can continue that momentum, they can go far.
Yeah, a lot of momentum in the game. They had a lot of energy at the beginning of the first half and second half.
Well, great game. Lauren Eckerly, by the way, congratulations once again on 1,000 points for White Bear Lake. I don't think she ever came back in after that. That's how she exited. Emotional moment for her this evening. And a great win for the Bears on top of that. And that'll conclude us from South Campus once again. I am Zach Chapman along with Nick Shaughnessy.
That's correct.
Got it. And Andrew Kolb saying so long. Have a great rest of your evening. Stay tuned to Twitter for White Bear Lake versus Stillwater boys hockey. We will see you guys on Friday for the Bears basketball finale against Park. And we hope to see you then here on the Horn.